Hi, my name is Tristan Kimple, and welcome to Precision Turbo and Engine. We're here in the lobby, kicking off our first video for Turbo Talks, presented by Precision Turbo. In this series of videos, we're going to answer your frequently asked questions about the products that Precision Turbo manufactures and sells. So let's get started and go back to our assembly area. Hi, we're here at the assembly line where this turbo just got done being built. This is a 6266 ball bearing, and we're going to take a look at some of the features of this unit. This is a compressor cover here, and as noted, this one has an anti-surge housing. Looking inside here, we'll see this is our CEA compressor wheel. On the back side of the turbo, we have the exhaust housing, which people generally refer to as the hot side. In this case, it has a V-band option. And looking inside here, you're going to notice the turbine wheel. This, of course, is going to be our CEA turbine wheel. The way that a turbocharger works is that hot exhaust gas from the engine comes through the headers into the turbine housing. It spins this turbine wheel, which is, of course, connected to the shaft to the compressor wheel. The compressor wheel, of course, spins, pulling air in, compressing it down, and discharging it out the end of the compressor cover. Using this, we can raise the atmosphere in the engine, effectively putting more oxygen in, where we can then add more fuel and create more horsepower. Here at Precision Turbo, we offer two different styles of bearing systems in our turbochargers: the journal bearing system and the ball bearing system. The way these two systems work is a little bit different. Typically, a journal bearing sits onside the shaft here, and oil actually floats in between the shaft and the bearing. The ball bearing system is a little bit different in that the ball bearing is an actual cartridge. The ball bearings roll on a sleeve that actually slides on the actual shaft here and allows it to rotate. We're here in the component cage with some of our finished compressor covers. These have been machined and are ready to go on new turbos. So let's talk about the two major different covers that we offer here at Precision Turbo. The first cover we're going to talk about is our standard cover, or unported. This cover here features a smooth radius inlet to the compressor wheel. The second type of cover that we're going to discuss is our ported cover. Now, this is an H-ported cover, similar to the H cover I just showed you a second ago, but obviously this one features a ported shroud, or what we refer to as an anti-surge housing. Now, there's two different kinds of housings when it comes to anti-surge. There's the typical slotted cover you see here, like we use on all of our H covers, and larger covers such as the Sportsman and the Pro Mod. And there's also the S cover, which is ported, which we use on a lot of our smaller turbos. This here is what a typical S cover will look like. You'll notice that you'll see the individual holes around the opening of this cover. Now, this cover functions exactly the same as this does. It's just a slightly different design on how it's manufactured. So now we're over here with all of our turbine housings. Now, for most of our turbos, we have a multitude of turbine housing options, but two of the major turbine housings that people generally go with are going to be the 4-bolt inlet and the V-band inlet. This would be a 4-bolt inlet housing. It's what you'd commonly find on most standard turbochargers. 4 bolts that bolt to your manifold, and this would be available in a T3, T4, or T5 configuration. The second version that we carry here at Precision Turbo is going to be the V-band housing. This one will have a V-band inlet, which would use a V-band flange and clamp. Now, these are also available in a multitude of T3, T4, and T5 options. Thanks for watching Precision Turbo Talks. We'll see you next time.